All right, Shalom. Giving all praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 rest of the elect out there. This is your brother, the priest, Stewart from GMS Atlanta. Back with another edifying video. And this is breaking news. Breaking news. There's another active shooter out here, but this time it's here in Georgia. Let's see, active shooter, Fort Stewart, Georgia, and this is live on YouTube. JLR investigates. So I heard the news somewhere else, and then I just checked to look for a live stream, so I just came across this channel here. So it's active shooter, Fort Stewart military base, police, mass casualties, Georgia live, and it's ongoing. It says active shooter for Fort Stewart. Active shooter, Fort Stewart, Georgia. All right, now Fort Stewart is near Savannah, down there, Hinesville, and those areas down there, South Georgia, near Savannah. It says 5 soldiers were injured and transported to Wynn Army Community Hospital. Okay. So yeah, we're living in some heavy times, violent times. Let me see here. Okay, so there's no captions. I'm not going to play any of this. You can look this up. You can go on Fox News as well. And you can see it here. Fox News and the different sites on YouTube that are speaking on this. 5 soldiers shot at Fort Stewart, one person in custody. Okay. So they're live right now on these different YouTube channels, so you can get more details. I'm just breaking the news here. But I want to make a spiritual and scriptural point that this kingdom falls, as Babylon the Great falls, we're going to see more violence. We're going to see more hate. There's going to be a lot of casualties as this country, America, descends into chaos. See, if you're looking for the American dream to be realized, if you're waiting for that happily ever after lifestyle, it's not gonna happen, Jack. It ain't gonna happen, Captain. Okay, these things that are taking place around the country, the death, the suicides, the homicides, the violence, the morale, and the immorality in this country is all spiraling into eventually the destruction of this place. America's evil, wicked. It's known in the scriptures as Babylon the Great. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ, is going to destroy this country from off the face of the earth. And the scriptures also say that just like in the days of Noah, before the Son of Man comes, that the time before he comes, those days will be just like in the days of Noah. And what happened during the days of Noah? There was evil in the earth. So let's get into some scriptures. Let's get let's get that. Let's go to I'm gonna look up this here, Noe or Noah. Yeah, Matthew 24:37. Right? It says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And what was going on in the time of Noah? Wickedness and sin was running rampant throughout the earth. Violence and perilous times were in the earth. Okay, so let's go to it's in Genesis. There's wickedness in the earth. Let's see, Genesis 18. Now I gotta go back. Matter of fact, let's go to Genesis. Let's go to the 5th chapter. So we got Genesis, the 5th chapter here. So bear with me a second. Right, so this is going into Noah in his lifetime. Okay, this is what we want, Genesis 6. So this is, it says here, the corruption of mankind. Okay? So what we want to get, verse 5, Genesis 6:5. And Yahweh, right, where you see the word God here in all capital letters, this is letting you know that the name of the Heavenly Father is here. Okay, so you have, sometimes you see God, sometimes you see Lord. Most of the time you'll see Lord in all capital letters, which is the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. But you also see it in capital letters as God as well. But it's the same thing. God, Lord, in all capital letters is speaking about the true name of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahweh. So it says, so Genesis 6:5, and Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing evil in the earth. We're seeing wickedness. We're seeing violence, destruction. Deception as well. A lot of people are deceived and tricked in this society. But this is the same way it was in the time of Noah. So that means there has to be a great judgment to take place. Verse 6, and it repented the Lord Yahweh that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. Verse 7, and the Lord Yahweh said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. Verse 8 is a point. It says, but Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh. Verse 9, these are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with the Most High. Because in the generation that Noah was in, everybody else around him, outside of him and his family, was evil and wicked. So the same thing is going to happen in the earth before the Messiah comes. And just going into this this active shooter situation, okay, violence is going to increase. Evil is going to increase. Wickedness is going to increase in the earth. So we're close to the Lord closing up shop on this country. Truth is out at this point. Now the only thing that is left is judgment. As a matter of fact, let me read something in the Apocrypha, 2nd Ezra, 16th chapter. 2nd Ezra chapter 16. And I just want to make this one point. Bear me a second. Okay, let me go to the 15th chapter. Let's go to chapter 15. Yep, here we go. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword," right? Active shooters shooting off guns, school shootings, these army base shootings, these project shootings, all that is the sword. Right? You got war. Wars in diverse places. It says famine, death, and destruction. Verse 6, "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, just like in the days of Noah, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord," which is the Most High Yahweh through His Son Yahushua, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, and that which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." And when I'm doing these videos, I'm complaining to the Lord by acknowledging what's going on, speaking the scriptures, and we want the Lord to act. Okay? By the Lord delivering the innocent and righteous blood from this world and destroy this system. So these shootings are just a part of the violence, the wickedness, and evil. Verse 9, "And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them." So if you're of the righteous Israelites and you're the elect, then the Lord is going to avenge you. Okay? So this active shooter here in this situation, it's just another case. Now, there's no one necessarily dead here so far. It says 5 soldiers were injured and transported to Wynn Army Community Hospital. This is breaking news. This is a situation that's happening right now. And you got to know what it means to the spirit. But anyway, I just want to speak on this active shooter, how it ties into more violence and evilness increasing in the earth. They're all just, they're all part of the plagues that the Lord's going to bring upon this spiritual Egypt. And ultimately, the destruction is going to come. But yeah, I just want to bring your awareness to this, what's going on. It's on a different news station. So, and with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. Shalom.